Ocasio-Cortez herself voted no on today's resolution, joining 57 other Democrats. She did condemn Kirk's assassination before using her speech to drag his legacy through the mud. Listen here.
Charlie Kirk's assassination was a horrific and vile attack. The majority proceeded with a resolution that brings great pain to the millions of Americans who endured segregation, Jim Crow, and the legacy of bigotry today. His rhetoric and beliefs were ignorant, uneducated, and sought to disenfranchise millions of Americans.
Let's bring in David Avella, GOPAC chairman, and Michael LaRosa, Democrat strategist and former press secretary to Jill Biden. Thanks to both of you for being here. David, to you first, what is your reaction to what you just heard from her on the House floor?
Well, what the Congresswoman is suggesting, Sandra, is that no one should get a resolution before Congress that praises their life or certainly condemns their death. It's unfortunate that she's chosen to make a political stand on the floor of the House when it's simply trying to honor someone who was killed in cold blood.
I mean, do you think there will be any condemnation from her colleagues, her Democrat colleagues on that, David?
Probably not the 56 that voted with her, and probably not even from those House Democrats who did vote for it, it's unfortunate, but America will survive despite her hateful rhetoric. All
right. So as far as AOC, she went on the House floor. I'll play this out. Here's how she describes who she thinks Charlie Kirk was. Listen.
We should be clear about who Charlie Kirk was. A man who believed that the Civil Rights Act that granted Black Americans the right to vote was a mistake. Who, after the violent attack on Paul Pelosi, claimed that, quote, some amazing patriot, unquote, should bail out his brutal assailant. And accused Jews of controlling, quote, not just the colleges, it's the nonprofits, it's the movies, it's Hollywood, it's all of it, unquote.
So, I mean, Michael, was this necessary? Why did she go this direction? And by the way, the dozens of Democrats that voted against the resolution to honor Charlie Kirk, 95 yes votes. This is the tally, okay? 38 present, 22 didn't vote. What's going on here?
I don't know. I don't think she regrets it. I think this is how she feels. I think, unfortunately, it's probably a reflection of how a broad base of Democrats do feel about Mr. Kirk. I feel like that was a really insensitive time to do it, and somewhat unseemly to go to the House at this time to do that. There'll be plenty of time to criticize his positions and debate his legacy later. But I frankly found that really insensitive and a really divisive way to sort of continue the sort of back and forth we're having and not bringing the temperature down, but bringing it up. I didn't think it was necessary at all.
Is it fair to say you regret the outcome of the vote? You regret the comments of AOC on that House floor. This is Hakeem Jeffries, by the way, leader in the Democrat Party, before the vote, dodged when he was asked by our own Chad Pergram, what if Democrats vote against this? Here was his response.
Democrats, what if they vote present or no on the Kirk resolution, and does that continue to raise the temperature here?
We issued a statement as it relates to political violence in America. The statement speaks for itself.
But isn't that a bad look if people vote no or present?
The statement speaks for itself. No single member of the House Democratic Caucus, not a single member, condones political violence in America.
David, I mean, that was a dodge.
It was a complete dodge. I suppose if you're trying to figure out an outcome out of this whole comment is you got 58 House Democrats who are ready to be part of the uncivil caucus. As we are trying to have a more civil discussion in this country, there's 58 that aren't interested in participating in a civil discussion, and it's unfortunate. Look, the best thing Republicans could do right now is just let the Democrats talk. Show voters who they really are. We don't need to get in the middle of this. Show voters who Democrats are. In 2026, we'll see a whole lot more Republicans sitting in Congress, and maybe a few of those 58 who voted as they did today will be gone.
I'll end with this, Michael. This is Rep. Maxwell at a news conference yesterday. Maxwell Frost claiming fascism is here. Listen.
The president and his lapdogs here in the United States Congress, the vice president, the FCC chair, the attorney general, secretary of state, and congressional Republicans are implementing a dangerous agenda to punish their opposition. Fascism is not on the way, it is here.
So, Michael, final thought to you on this. After everything we just heard from AOC, Keem Jeffries, and now that, what does this tell us about any change from Democrats or any change in the overall temperature and the rhetoric in this country?
Look, it's bad politics. And those are the kind of Democrats that are really going to jeopardize the good chance Democrats have of taking back the House next year. This rhetoric, aside from desecrating history and cheapening the meaning of really bloody events in our history. My Sicilian grandparents might have something to say about fleeing Mussolini's Italy. And they would love to talk about sort of what real fascism is. And we're really cheapening the memories of those who suffered from Hitler and Franco. It does a disservice, but it's just bad politics because it doesn't work. Democrats, the vast majority, our silent majority of Democrats, rejected a lot of that rhetoric because they simply don't believe it. If you want to win the Pennsylvania 7th, the Pennsylvania 8th, or the Colorado 8th, which Democrats lost and we need to take back, that's not going to work. Democrats are just not buying that message.
David,
it's divisive.
David, I got 5 seconds. Real quick response.
He said it perfectly. I probably can't say any better, and what I somewhat referenced. This is a losing issue for Democrats, but the more they want to talk about it, I'm for it.
All right. I appreciate the discussion, gentlemen. Thank you very much. Michael, David, thank you. All right. Well, there you have it. John.
Hey, it's Will Cain. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News channel on YouTube. It's the best way to get our latest interviews and highlights. And click to subscribe to the Will Cain podcast for full episodes right now.